I'm Brittany Lewis with Forbes Breaking News. Representative Andy Biggs answered questions from participants during a telephone town hall on Tuesday. Biggs blamed the Biden administration for a surge of migrants at the southern border. Border security continues to be a hot button issue between Democrats and Republicans going into the midterms. Listen in for more from Representative Biggs' town hall.
Hi, Andy. How you doing?
I'm great tonight. How are you?
I'm pretty good, pretty good. I just don't know where to start to unpack all this stuff. But I'm concerned about the invasion into America as well, across the border. I've done my own survey on that with 500 people, believe it or not, and it's the approval number for Biden is less than 5% from my area. But my concern, there's several concerns, but one of them is you were talking about holding them accountable. Mayorkas accountable, and I just watched the Sussman trial, and that seemed like it was a pretty slam dunk thing, and he got off on the charges on that, and that would be my concern for Mayorkas as well. I do believe that our country is failing in a lot of areas, and the border is definitely on. I did nine questions on my poll, and the border is definitely the hot spot. And just wondering what we could do about shutting down the invasion coming through.
Okay. I like the way that you used invasion, because I believe it is an Article 4, Section 4 invasion that the federal government is supposed to protect us from in our states, the several states. So when the federal government fails to take the field, they vacate the field of their constitutional prerogatives. The Supreme Court has allowed states to step in. And, excuse me a sec. When I was down in, I won't say which part of the border because I don't want this agent to get in trouble. This was a senior management agent who pulled me aside and said, this will not stop on the border until the flights taking these people home resume. And I've been given information that some of the flights that were going down to various countries on a daily basis, they would fill them up and send them out under Biden. They've recently stopped. This administration is inviting these people in. So you talked about Sussman. I'm with you. I didn't have time to talk about the Sussman case tonight because simply because I just don't have time. But I mean, there's a lot there to unpack. Sussman basically lied, but his lawyers didn't even argue that he didn't lie. They argued that his lie wasn't material enough to warrant a conviction. So here we go. How do you hold him accountable? You bring him in, first of all, to the House Judiciary Committee, and you investigate the way you're supposed to investigate and put together a packet, a bill of particulars as to his conduct. Then you take it to the floor of the United States House of Representatives, and you present it. They then will decide whether they're going to forward that back to the Judiciary Committee for an impeachment hearing. My guess is they will. It goes to Judiciary Committee, you have an impeachment hearing, and then you go to the full floor and vote to impeach Mayorkas. Then it goes to the Senate, and that body has to do its job one way or the other. That is holding him accountable. I think he's actually committed some crimes. He's deliberately violating various laws. And if you had an attorney general that would prosecute, maybe that would happen. But I don't see that happening. So it's the legislative branch that has to use its powers to hold him accountable. Well, let's get to the third poll question, which was this: is Joe Biden leading America in the right direction? 7% of you say yes, 91% of you say no, and 2% of you are unsure. We're out of time tonight. I love doing these. I wish we could do this more often or spend more time. But I want you to know I'm going to keep fighting for you in Washington, D.C. It's the honor of a lifetime to go back and fight to preserve our rights, our freedoms, and the future of this great country for us and our future generations. So don't give up on this nation. This nation has a divine destiny, and I will keep working to see what we can do to help fulfill that destiny. Thanks to each and every one of you. And with that, we are signing out.